Okay, now this time I'm going to do number 5 in section 5.5. It says, use the given values of a and b to express the following limits as integrals. Do not evaluate the integrals. So what they're saying is the limit as the maximum width of the interval sub k, in other words, the biggest interval reaches 0, then we want to know what the area of this function is as the rectangles get smaller and smaller. So if there's n partitions, then we're going to figure out what the function is and imagine those rectangles getting smaller and smaller. So what's happening here is delta x sub k means just the width again. So here we're going from -1 to 2. Notice that we're taking each x sub k and squaring it. So the function itself is x squared. So I'm going to graph that function, plot new function, x squared. We know what that looks like. It looks, see, like that. Hopefully you can see that. I'm going to just hide the grid here. So now what we want to do is I'm just going to hide those too because we want to look down here and we want to imagine the area from -1 to 2. So that's our range. And it doesn't really matter, they don't even tell us what n is. But basically what we're doing is we're looking at these rectangles here. Oh, hang on one second. I have to just get a new parameter of 1. Just ignore the man behind the curtain. So that would be that times that. So I want this function, just ignore the 1 there. And we want to go from -1, darn thing is so perfect here, to 2. Now what you can see is these rectangles are about the same width, but we're still looking at the limit as the biggest one gets smaller and smaller, the width gets smaller and smaller. So we're looking at this area here. Well, this really is the area under the curve, which is the same thing as saying the integral, because what we're doing with the summation sign is imagining adding up all of the areas of all of those little rectangles, or even trapezoids as they might be. So the idea is the integral from -1 to 2, because that's our bounds here, of x squared. And what's ranging from -1 to 2? The x. So then you just put in a dx. And that's your answer.